Azerbaijan has declared some Armenians wanted on charges of committing crimes during its own large-scale military aggression against Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, and Armenia. The prosecutor-general of Azerbaijan, Kamran Aliyev, has announced that 24 Armenians are wanted, Azerbaijani media report. Also, 79 criminal cases have been initiated. The Azerbaijani prosecutor-general added that about 300 people who committed crimes against Azerbaijani servicemen during the First Karabakh War and the ceasefire regime were declared wanted. The grape harvest continues in the Amaras valley of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. A video report by Artsakh Public Television notes, however, that this work was carried out with interruptions due to the provocations by the adversary. In recent days, the Azerbaijani soldiers had advanced and positioned themselves in this direction, a few hundred meters away from the vineyard. With the intervention of Russian peacekeepers, the adversary vacated its position and the harvest has resumed again in the orchards, the video report informs. The Group of States Against Corruption, which is known as GRECO, has released an interim compliance report, that is the fourth evaluation round, which assesses the actions taken by the Armenian authorities for implementation of the recommendations included in the report on the fourth evaluation round. The interim compliance report on the fourth evaluation round is devoted to corruption prevention in respect of members of parliament, judges, and prosecutors. GRECO, in its fourth round evaluation report, addressed 18 recommendations to Armenia. In the second compliance report, GRECO concluded that 7 recommendations had been dealt with satisfactorily and 11 recommendations had been partly implemented. A Yerevan court on Thursday granted the National Security Service's petition to remand arms supplier David Galsyan in custody for 2 months, his lawyer Armen Hartunyan told NEWS.am. The attorney added that they consider this decision unfounded and therefore will appeal it at the Criminal Court of Appeal. Former Minister of Defense David Tonoyan and David Galsyan, who supplied weapons to Armenia, are charged with embezzling Armenian drams equivalent to approximately $4.6 million from the state, as well as committing falsifications and publicly dangerous actions. Azerbaijani President Kamran Aliyev recently said that the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh used to strive for independence, but now they talk about autonomy within Azerbaijan, which is unacceptable for him. In this context, they are also actively trying to introduce into circulation the terms cooperation between the Armenian and Azerbaijani communities of Karabakh and establishing ties between them. According to Artsakh Nagorno-Karabakh Foreign Minister David Babayan, however, Artsakh is ready to negotiate with Azerbaijan solely on equal footing. We do not recognize the so-called Azerbaijani community of Karabakh, which is nothing more than an artificial structure created by official Baku to undermine the status of Artsakh's statehood. The Republic of Artsakh is ready to negotiate with Azerbaijan on an equal footing to discuss everything, even the most difficult issues, and ways to resolve them, Babayan said. As of Friday morning, 934 new cases of the coronavirus were confirmed in Armenia, and the total number of these cases has now reached 262,631 in the country. Also, 20 more deaths from COVID-19 were registered, making the respective total 5,339 cases. Entitled as Fatehan, that is, Conquerors of Khaybar, a military drill of Iran's army ground forces started in northwestern parts of the country on Friday, Mehr reported. These military exercises are conducted with the participation of armored units, artillery, and UAVs, and with the support of Air Force helicopters. These exercises are held in line with detailed planning and based on scheduled program aimed at testing weapons, military equipment, and assessing the combat readiness of the armed forces in the bordering areas of Iran.